She slept with her husband's best friend on her wedding day. Wow. 5 minutes before the couple's entrance. And this happened. Let's dive into the story. The reception hall at the Grand Lagos event centered was buzzing with excitement. Guests dressed in colorful ashwebi filled the room, their igili and agbada shimmering under the chandeliers. The DJ played a melody of Afro beats, and the aroma of jollof rice, suya, and grated fish filled the air. At the entrance, Kemi adjusted her heavily embellished white wedding dress, a mix of lace and satin, as she stood with her maid of honor, Kemi. Her heart raised, not from excitement. Her thoughts were on Kunle, her husband's best friend, who had tested her to meet him in the bridal suit for something important. Kunle, tall, with a muscular build and dressed in a sharp blue agbada, stood by the window in the suit. His face carried a mist of guilt and determination. Funmi entered, her heels clicking softly on the marble floor. Kunle, this better be good. We are supposed to enter in 5 minutes, she whispered, shutting the door behind her. I could not hold it anymore. Funmi, Kunle said, his voice low. I've been in love with you for years, and watching you marry Tunde is killing me. Funmi froze. Her mind raced. Kunle had always been around, helping with wedding arrangements, even stepping in when Tunde had been too busy with work. But she had not expected this. Kunle, what are you saying? Tunde is your best friend, she hissed, her voice shaking. Kunle took a step closer. I know, but can you honestly tell me you haven't felt something too? All this late night conversation, the times I was there when Tunde wasn't. Her defenses crumbled as emotion she had suppressed rushed to the surface. One forbidden kiss led to another, and soon they crossed a line that could never be undone. What a shame. 5 minutes later, Funmi and Tunde stood at the entrance of the hall. Hands claps. The MC voice boomed over the microphone. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as we welcome the latest couple in town, Mr. and Mrs. Tunde Oladipo. The crowd erupted into cheers as they walked in, smile plastered on their faces. Funmi's stomach crunched. Kunle stood among the groomsmen, his face unreadable. The night went on without incident, but Funmi could not shake the weight of what had happened. Hours later, when the guests had left and the newly wedded retired to their hotel room, the tension exploded. You have been quiet all evening, Tunde said, losing his style. What's wrong? Nothing, Funmi replied, avoiding the gaze. Don't lie to me, he pressed. You're acting strange, and I saw the way Kunle looked at you during the reception. What's going on? What's wrong? Funmi's heart pounded. Could she confess? Would he find out anyway? Before she could respond, Tunde's phone buzzed. It was a text from Kunle. We need to talk. It's about Funmi. Interesting. The next day, Tunde met Kunle at a bar. The two men sat in silence, the tension palpable. Kunle, what's this about Funmi? Tunde finally asked. Kunle sighed, struggling to meet his friend's eyes. I made a mistake. I slept with her, I mean your wife, yesterday before the reception. The word hit Tunde like a sledge hammer. It clenched his fists, his face a storm of disbelief and fury. You what? He roared, drawing the attention of other patrons. I'm sorry, Kunle. It was a moment of weakness. I love her, but I know it was wrong. Tunde stood suddenly, the chair scrunching against the floor. Stay away from us, Kunle. If I see you near my wife again, I won't be responsible for what happened. Wow. Back at home, Tunde confronted Funmi, his wife. The hair was thick with anger and betrayal. How could you do this to me? He shouted. On our wedding day, Funmi, with Kunle of all people. Funmi sobbed. I don't know what came over me. It was a mistake, please. Tunde, don't let this ruin us. Tunde paced the room, his mind racing. He loved Funmi, but the betrayal cut deep. Over the next few weeks, they attended counseling, trying to build their trust. Funmi cut off from all contact with Kunle, who had eventually moved to Abuja to escape the scandal. Months later, at a family gathering, Tunde and Femi sat side by side. Their hands intertwined. The scars of that day were still there, but they had decided to fight for their marriage. Are you happy? Funmi asked softly. Tunde looked at her, his expression weary but determined. I am trying for us. And so they continued their journey together, knowing the road ahead would be far from easy, but choosing to face it as one. What an interesting story. Let's assume, personally from me, I wouldn't know what to do in this kind of case, but let's assume this was to be you. It was to be your situation. What could you have done? Will you have forgive your wife, or will you call off the marriage? Let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe. If you are watching from YouTube, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click the notification button for my next video. If you're watching from Facebook, you're watching from TikTok, make sure you follow, comment, and share.